Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. In addition to Michael having a big decision to make, General Hospital spoilers for Thursday, July 31, 2025, will also focus on Nina making a covered play and Curtis debriefing with Trina. In the wake of Willow and Drew's doomed wedding, Willow, Caitlin McMullen, is finally free of the congressman, and she wants to see her kids. However, her mindset and mental health aren't in the greatest place. Michael, Rory Gibson, once gave her an ultimatum after letting her know he didn't want the kids anywhere around Drew, Cameron Matheson. He didn't want them living with Drew in any capacity, part-time or full-time. The only way she'd be able to see Wiley, Viron Weaver, and Amelia, Sequoia, and Serenity Mork-Mako, again, is if she kicked Drew to the curb. And now that has happened, Willow might want to revisit custody. Teasers hint that Michael has a big decision to make. Does he need to decide to what extent he'll let Willow back into the kids' lives, or is this about another matter? Meanwhile, Nina, Cynthia Watros, has established that she will do whatever it takes to protect her daughter. But now the relationship is in shambles. When Nina makes a covert play, she may resort to sneaky and shady tactics to either defend and protect her daughter or get back in her good graces. What happens if this big move backfires? On Wednesday, look for Elizabeth, Rebecca Herbst, to get a new houseguest. Is it Willow? After all, Willow isn't about to live with her mom, and there's no way she'd return to the Quartermain compound. And Drew's new home is definitely out. Elizabeth was there for Willow at the wedding and is her boss at the hospital. None of Elizabeth's kids is currently living with her, although Aiden, Colin Cassidy, will return at some point. So it would make sense if Willow temporarily moved in with Elizabeth until she figures out her next steps. Meanwhile, Rick Hurst, gets himself a new client. Ever since he got back to town, the lawyer has had his fair share of people to represent to the best of his abilities. So who is the lucky Port Charles resident who will need his services this time? Finally, Curtis, Donald Turner, debriefs with Trina, Tabiana Ali. Hopefully, this means he will tell her the unflinching truth surrounding the mess he and Portia, Brooke Kerr, just navigated. There could be monumental complications, especially since Curtis just helped end Drew's relationship with Willow. Drew might come after Curtis and Portia harder now that he has nothing to lose. Trina partially knows the story, but she wasn't privy to everything. How honest will Curtis be with his daughter? GA spoilers for Wednesday, July 31, reveal that Michael Corinthos is standing at a crossroads that could change everything for him and Willow Tate. For weeks, Michael has been keeping his emotions tightly under control, but now the pressure is building, and he must decide if he will make a choice that protects his family or risks everything for the woman he loves. This decision is far more than a business move or a simple family matter. It is about Michael's heart, his loyalty, and his future with Willow. The tension surrounding this storyline has been growing, and now it's ready to explode, with the fallout sure to shake every corner of Port Charles. Michael's deep love for Willow has always been his driving force. He's fought for her, supported her through every obstacle, and put her happiness above everything else. But this time, the stakes are higher than ever. If Michael chooses wrong, it could jeopardize Willow's health and well-being. If he chooses right, he risks angering powerful enemies and straining already fragile family ties. Michael is not only facing pressure from within, but also from outside forces who are watching closely, waiting to see what move he will make. Willow, meanwhile, remains in a vulnerable place. Though she has been recovering and holding on to hope for a brighter future, she senses that something is weighing heavily on Michael's shoulders. She knows him well enough to see that he is hiding something, but her faith in him has not wavered, at least not yet. However, if Michael's decision ends up blindsiding her, it could damage the trust that has been the foundation of their relationship. This moment will test their bond like never before, and GH fans are bracing for an emotional storm that could either bring them closer or drive a painful wedge between them. Carly Spencer, who has always been fiercely protective of her son, can see the turmoil Michael is in. She knows that if he makes a choice without thinking it through, the consequences could be devastating for everyone involved. Carly is ready to step in, but her involvement may complicate things further. While she has good intentions, Carly's instinct to protect her family sometimes leads to explosive confrontations, and this time may be no different. Her determination to shield Michael and Willow from heartbreak could end up putting her at odds with Michael himself, especially if he believes she's interfering in something he needs to handle on his own. Drew Kane is also a major factor in Michael's growing crisis. Drew's relationship with Michael has been strained ever since hidden tensions began bubbling to the surface, and if Drew learns the details of Michael's dilemma, he may be forced to pick a side. Drew has always tried to be the voice of reason, but his loyalty to Carly and Willow could drive him to challenge Michael in ways that could spark an all-out family conflict. Could Drew's protective instincts make things worse for Michael? Or could he be the one person who helps him see the path forward before it's too late? Meanwhile, Nina Reeves remains on the edges of this drama, desperate to hold on to the fragile truce she has established with Willow. Nina's past mistakes continue to haunt her, and any decision Michael makes that impacts Willow could reignite old tensions. Nina has been determined to prove she has changed, but if Michael's actions hurt Willow in any way, Nina might lash out in ways that undo all the progress she has made. She has already lost so much, and she will not sit idly by if she believes Willow is being put at risk again. Sonny Corinthos could also be drawn into the fray if Michael's decision has broader implications for the family. Sonny's relationship with his son has been complicated at best, but he still cares about Michael and wants to protect him. However, if Sonny steps in, it could open old wounds and lead to a confrontation neither father nor son is prepared for. This potential clash could send ripples throughout Port Charles, forcing everyone around them to choose sides and deepening the already existing divides within the Corinthos family. As Michael struggles under this immense pressure, the impact on Willow cannot be ignored. She has been through so much, and the last thing she needs is more stress, especially if it puts her health at risk. Michael knows this, and it is part of what makes his choice so agonizing. He wants to shield her from every ounce of pain, but by doing so he may be keeping her in the dark about something that could ultimately hurt her even more. The question now is whether Michael will confide in Willow and face the truth with her by his side, or if he will take the burden entirely on himself, risking both her trust and their future together. Port Charles is bracing for an emotional showdown as this storyline reaches its boiling point. GA's fans should prepare for heartfelt confrontations, shocking revelations, and decisions that will leave lasting consequences. Michael's choice will not only define his future, but will also ripple through every aspect of Willow's life, forcing her to either stand by him no matter what or confront the possibility that the man she loves is keeping a secret that could change everything. One thing is certain: by the time this chapter ends, nothing will ever be the same for Michael, Willow, or the Corinthos family. The only question that remains is whether Michael's decision will protect the woman he loves or unintentionally push her away forever. And as the clock ticks down, the entire town is watching, waiting for the moment that will change everything. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.